a team that loves to run the pick and roll, an old friend coming by to say hello, and a defense that has no idea how to stop people from getting to the rim. Here's hoping the Hawks don't caw their way into Miami and steal a couple of wins. All that and more on today. A 2-game set against the Hawks. I guess it's time to go bird watching. The Hawks really like to run the pick and roll. They're a top 10 team in terms of frequency of running the pick and roll. And with good reason. Trae Young is one of the best at creating something out of nothing in the pick and roll. The way that he snakes through the defense as soon as he gets below the free throw line is reminiscent of Chris Paul. The guy can get to any of his spots whenever he wants, even though he's so small. But then there's also the way he manipulates the refs. Yeah. The fans have really turned on him this year. Just look at the All-Star game. He was the starter last year. This year he didn't even make it in. With that said, the man can do whatever he wants as soon as he gets below that free throw line. The defense is at his whim. When he has that defender behind him, he can either pull up for that jumper, drop off that little floater, or get a little dump off pass to Clint Capella or John Collins coming from that dunker spot. Or grift a foul call. This is why I expect Miami to run a lot of zone and keep Trae Young from running those pick and rolls and try to force everybody else to make threes, which Atlanta hasn't been very good at this year. But with that, you still have to be careful because guys like Kevin Huerter and Gallinari can still go off from deep. I mean, just a couple of games ago against the Celtics, Gallinari hit 10 spicy 3 balls. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia!
Just as well as Atlanta can hit 120 points, they can very easily give that up. The Hawks allow the 8th best percentage teams inside the restricted area. And unlike Miami, they allow teams in the restricted area very frequently. 6th most in the league at that. They have really bad miscommunication problems, and a lot of the guys just seem to not know where to be in certain situations. That last game-winning shot they gave up to Cleveland that ended up being a dunk was pretty much an encapsulation of how their season is going. And with no Cam Reddish or DeAndre Hunter out there, they have very limited defensive stoppers at the wing position. And it certainly doesn't help that you have Trae Young you have to cover up for when he's one of the worst defenders in the league. Well, we have a lot to pick from here, especially with those guys I mentioned being out injured. The team has been forced to play Tony Snell a lot of minutes, and I mean starters minutes. Solomon Hill has also had to play a lot more minutes than they probably would have liked, although I'm not going to give Solo that title for this game. He deserves better. He's a lifer. It's not the playoffs, so playoff Rondo isn't around, so I guess you could count Rajon Rondo here. But he's not playing against the tired Jimmy Butler, so I expect him to be held in check for the most part. Though, with Miami's luck, he's probably going to hit like 7 threes or something. Who knows? But my pick is going to be Tony Snell. As mentioned earlier, Tony Snell is starting for them. And I can see a scenario where he hits like, 6 threes coming off the left corner or something. But that's all he's going to do. He's just going to shoot. The man doesn't do anything else. It's pretty remarkable. Hoping for a fun 2-game set that I very much doubt Miami's going to sweep because very few teams have swept the baseball series this year. But hey, who knows? Maybe they might sweep the series. Maybe because Trae Young called it early. Again.
Trae drives, finds Alex underneath and dunks it. Miami timeout. Perfectly executed by Trae Young.